What's up guys, it's Average Joel making average content for the average viewer, and today I want to bring you a more positive video about Battlefield 5. What? Yeah, crazy I know, but in my last video I had a comment asking me to make less downer videos, as they put it, and to be honest, yeah, I get it. I actually much prefer making fun videos, and God knows there's enough people who just use YouTube as a platform to moan. Well, thankfully for me, there's a new map that has just been released for Battlefield 5. Operation Locker. Wait, no, Operation Metro. Oh shit, that's still not it. Here it is, Operation Underground. And my god, is it a beautiful mess. It's like if you took all of the choke points and flanks from all of the best Battlefield 5 maps and then gave every player a huge bowl of crack to smoke. It's crazy, intense, and honestly I feel like it's given me a much needed boost in my love for the game. Now obviously in terms of performance it is sort of reminiscent of a man with size 13 feet. That being that it has biggish shoes. Get it? Sorry, I couldn't resist. But yeah, there are a few drops in frame rates here and there, and I have had one full-on hard crash whilst I was playing. But I'm going to breeze straight past that and concentrate more on what I love about it. Before we go on, if you're new around here and you really like shit forced puns and jokes that would make even Frankie Boyle cringe, then it would mean the world to me if you subscribe. We're getting really close to 600 subs and I can almost smell it. Or maybe that's my feet. Also, if you enjoy this video, then please drop a like. We've been struggling to hit my 69 target the past couple of vids, but I've got a good feeling about this one. Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? So as I'm sure you all know, Operation Underground is a sort of remake of Operation Metro from Battlefield 3. A fan favourite map that focused on tight infantry combat and more bodies on the floor than an orgy in an unfurnished apartment. And this sort of soft reboot of the map does a brilliant job of recreating that chaotic feeling that many people loved the first time round. Only now, the map has many more options for flanking routes and ways to get around the map. So, at the moment, the map is available in rotation of 2 rounds of Breakthrough and 1 of Conquest. So Breakthrough. For the most part, I really enjoyed this game mode. I predominantly played Conquest. However, this style of map was really suited to this linear style of game mode. You start off fighting through the streets in the first stage, which is actually super good fun and almost feels like Rotterdam, but with the immersion and ambience meter cranked right up to 11. I guess because you have such a large number of players crammed in such a confined area, it really allows you to become completely immersed in the game, with explosions going off left, right and centre and seeing your buddy's head get popped like an overripe whitehead just feet away from you. In a dark room with the sound turned up, I can really see this giving me nightmares, which is exactly what I want from a Battlefield game. Moving on from the first stage, we enter the nitty gritty heart of the map that is the Underground. In the first stage, I found that although you are at fairly close quarters, there are still some decent mid-range angles and lines of sight you can hold, meaning that it's very possible to do well with an assault rifle or an LMG. And I even had quite a bit of success with a sniper rifle. And the same can be said for down below, as although you are pushing in very confined spaces, you can still shoot into these spaces with relative ease. This does however open up some opportunity for people to lie down bipodded, but if you're still moaning about that at this point, it probably would just be easier for you to find a different game, as it doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. So yeah, overall Breakthrough is a lot of fun, but for me, the real fun is in Conquest. As I loaded up my first game of Conquest, I was actually overcome with excitement as all 31 of my other teammates charged down into the murky depths of the Underground. The juxtaposition of the bright and picturesque German town above the ground and the wet, dark, unfinished hollows of the Underground work beautifully, as you are reminded that although it is calm now, you are just about to enter a world of chaotic brilliance, and you may get your ass pounded so hard that your farts end up sounding more like a gust of wind through a tunnel. Nice imagery, I know. Then, as soon as you begin to reach the B flag, the chaos really takes a hold. So in Breakthrough, the nature of the game almost forces you into this linear style. There are flanking routes either side of the map, but you are limited on how far you can take them as you're confined to the sector that you are in. However, in Conquest, the majority of the fighting is still done over the B flag and to the left and right flanks. However, a sneakier player can fight their way through the enemy lines and sneak up behind the enemy like the menopause. And just like the menopause, it leaves the enemy feeling confused, frustrated, and makes their tits saggy. Well, maybe not that last one, but you get my point. This map allows you to both feel like you're in the front lines with your teammates, peeking around corners of tunnels, shots being fired over your head and screams for medics and ammo echoing through the halls, but also you can switch it up by passing through this madness and sneaking around. This isn't to say that flanking is always easy, however, as on many occasions I found quite a bit of resistance in the side tunnels, and this made for really intense gunfights. As you duck in and out of cover, both parties are aware of the fact that if they lose, their adversary will be coming to deal real damage to the back of their front lines. This means that there's a real sense of urgency in these gunfights and weight behind them, leaving you both elated when you win, but sorely disappointed if you lose them, and to be honest, it's fucking epic. This is a map that is purely infantry focused and confined to extremely close quarters, but at the same time manages to feel more like Battlefield than any other maps in this game, and to me, that is so exciting. For the first time in ages, I'm actually craving to get back onto Battlefield 5 and go absolutely ham on this map. Whether you're in the mood for laying down suppressive fire and slowly pushing up with your team in an all-out intense firefight, or you want to methodically sweep the corridors with your squad like some SWAT team, it's all here and it's all super fun. I'll be honest with you, for nearly the entirety of my playtime I've used the medic class with the Thompson. I do love this gun, but I find that for a lot of the other maps when I choose the Thompson, I almost always wish I had more range. But with Operation Underground, I've been finding that I have enough agency to actually choose how I want to play the game and really use the gun to its strength, and it's awesome just shredding through players left, right and centre. I'm really looking forward to trying out some different playstyles, but for the moment there is nothing more satisfying than coming up behind some fools and shredding through them like hot sauce through my bowels. Sorry about that. I'm not actually sure how much more ass related imagery I can use before I get known as the YouTuber who talks about ass all the time. But regardless, this map is super fun. Anyway, I'd just like to say that obviously we have all had some hard times when it comes to Battlefield 5. And if we're honest, yeah, the devs have left us wanting time and time again. However, I'm so willing to put all of that behind me if this sort of content is going to become the norm. This map isn't perfect, but fuck me has it brought back my passion for the game. There is obviously a lot of work that still needs to be done to make this game the game that we all want and deserve, but this is absolutely a step in the right direction. The thing is, and I've said it a million times before, this game at its core has so goddamn much potential, and the main reason that we see so much negativity surrounding it is because people love it so much. And it's content like this that can really turn a game around. It's yet to be seen what the Pacific will bring us, but I would be lying to you if I said that this one map has given me a lot more hope for the future of this game. But we'll have to wait and see. For the minute, I'm very happy with the content that we have been given. Anyway, that's going to be about it for me today, but if you are still watching this, then I'd love to say a massive thank you to you guys, as I find it absolutely amazing that you guys aren't bored yet and keep coming back for my content. Let me know if you are still watching by commenting something really random below. Honestly, the more random the better. I want you to get really weird with this shit. Well, obviously nothing too weird, I don't want anything offensive. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm Average Joel. Peace.